Yo, welcome back to Orcs Must Die with Justin and Ulam. We're jumping into another level here, and let's see, have we gotten a new trap? Ah, indeed we have. Boom barrels. And it looks like maybe we've also gained a new slot. Still probably gonna want our main traps though. Oh, so yeah, no, and given the setup we had last time, no, we do not have an extra slot. And because we don't have an extra slot, I think we're just gonna stick with the same strategy we used last time.
Another day,
let's see.
Another fortress, another rift to defend.
So, if I'm reading the map correct,
seem to break through the doors.
Yeah, this seems to be
about that.
Yep, the one thing we can do there, Max, is guard the door. So we'll come through here, go down this corridor. Oh, running is not currently on toggle. One moment. Controls? Ah. So, apparently I indeed cannot turn it on to toggle. Alright, well that's fine. I'd prefer it be on toggle, but whatever. So they're gonna come down that way, and I guess this is just for a shooting gallery? Oh goodness, it just keeps going up. Yeah. So just to give you some vantage. But you can't use this bad boy from up there, so we're probably just gonna fight them the same way as last time. On that note, yeah, there's not really any better choke point, so we're just gonna set up right here in front of them. Let's see, it's 3 across, we only have 3,000 to work with. The first tile that you can place is there. Don't want to slow them or start stabbing them. Yeah, so I think the way we'll do this is putting slows in front of this, and then stabs on the other alternative. Yeah. I mean, and then I'll probably still alternate these, like, here anyway, but for right now, we'll go ahead and place one more of these.
This'll hurt.
And begin the wave.
Here they come.
Come on, there we go. Get these headshots. There we go.
They're under the bridge.
They're what? Oh, yeah, I'm under the bridge.
Clean up on aisle
What are you talking about? What bridge? Forgot. Right where we've set up our area. Come on. Headshots, come on. There we go. Next wave starting. Yep, alright, so let's flush this one out. And then, oh goodness, we did not make nearly as much as I was hoping. Alright, well, we'll leave this as the current floor trap setup then, and we'll add this when we can. Oh, lovely. We'll let the traps soften these guys up a bit. There we go. Oh, nope, not yet. There we go. Alright. With the archers dealt with, we can go back to shooting these guys. Ah, nuts. More archers. As long as we keep strafing, we should be okay. They'll only hit me if I stay still. Nice! Alright, next wave. And let's go ahead and set up. Do I want one directly? No. Let's start staggering. So there, there. And we can place one of these. Alright, so this is wave 3 of 5, so we're doing pretty well. Keep my eyes open, especially for more archers spawning. Because unfortunately, while I said to dodge the archers, I just gotta keep strafing.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Strafing throws off my aim. These bunches of melee archers. Let's just get in there for a minute. Oh, and that got me a full heal anyway. Excellent. Continue the floor traps for now. Oh, yeah, no, go ahead and unleash a horde. Don't wait up on my sake. Let's see, another wall trap. Ooh, goodness. We're already starting to fire. 700. Yep, which is just enough for one more of those. Excellent. So this way we'll keep the pain train of traps running. After all, the more of them that die to traps, the fewer that I have to be relied upon.
Evil guys.
We're doing pretty well so far. But I got pretty low on health that last round. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Turning myself around. I don't know if I lose rift points for dying. I assume, though, because I think that was the case in 2. In 3, beneficially, you don't. Which means that because dying gets you a full mana refill, sometimes it can be a decent strategy to spend all your mana on doing whatever your mana can do with the weapon you have equipped, then either dying or like jumping into an insta-kill trap, like a lava pit or something.
Like making orcs also.
But here, I'm getting the feeling that we lose skull rating
This'll hurt.
to do that. Alright, final wave. And we've probably got enough floor traps here to really carry us pretty well. Let me hide behind the corner again just to get those glitchy archers a little further forward. Right. And once the melees start getting ahead of them... Yeah, alright. Step out. Duck right at the perfect time. There we go. And so the beauty now that you can start to see of having staggered our damage rather than setting it all up, or rather than front-loading it, if we had front-loaded it, then waves of orcs would pass through the traps as they're on cooldown, but by staggering them a little bit, it's clearly not perfect. Some of them are still getting pretty far through, but with a staggered setup, most of the traps are coming off cooldown right about as another wave of orcs are coming through. And if we had enough cash for it, extending this out further and further would eventually pretty much reduce the refraction period to the point that the traps could probably handle it on their own. Shoot, right now the traps might be able to handle it on their own anyway. I'm just trying to go for that par time that is invisible. Another benefit in 3, you're able to turn on a UI element that lets you know what par time you're working on. Alright. So that's done and dusted. And we didn't lose any rift points, but did we kill them fast enough for the full skulls? Indeed we did. Alright. Let's see. So, next we'll be getting the floor burner. But we only have 7 to spend, so we indeed cannot afford anything. Alright, well. Continue then. And we're being granted the wind belt.
Not much room to work with here. It's a short walk for the orcs from the gate to the rift. But
No
acid
kidding.
pits will come in handy.
Question then is, do I bother? Let's see, because yeah, we don't have barricades yet, which is a real shame. This level would be a lot easier with barricades. The only 2 orcs we're facing are still crossbows and orc warriors. We have gained an extra slot. So I could throw on, well, or I could drop the belt for the wind belt. And then those, and then, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the boom barrels, because there's a number of traps there that are placed, and then they destroy themselves like that, and then I just don't find that, I think that I'm getting enough value for cash, but they are decently cheap, admittedly. But for only 100 more, you could get a spike trap that would constantly reset itself. So yeah, don't really want the ceiling trap. I don't necessarily want a floor scorcher either, though, because I kind of want to, you know, do this alternating thing on the floors. I could add them into the rotation to where it's like spike, tar, flame. You know what? Actually, I like the sound of that enough. We'll try it. They're expensive enough that initially we'll just do spike, tar, skip. Spike, tar, skip. Oh, plus it occurs to me, this initial area, yeah, I won't be able to do wall traps at all. Does this spend mana? Yep, just for that. Alright, so it looks like that works. So I wonder how good its push is. That'll be an important question. So over here is going to be the first area that we're able to really trap up in that way. So, let's see, with 24, we'll start with one there. Don't really want to put one there. Is this 3 wide? 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So it's only 3 wide. So damage right there. And then, yeah, we'll have... we don't quite have enough for more than 2 there. I mean, I could sell that. In order to have... Yeah, this is probably the best. That way it buys me time, and we may even, within the round, make enough cash to quickly throw up this, and then we'll have another here, and then along here will be this row of flamers. But the one question I'm having, I guess, what's the detection distance on it? Because if it's 2 tiles forward from this, then maybe I actually want to have the tar on the outside. Flame them on the tar before they then walk onto the... I don't know, we're probably overthinking this. This is probably fine. Let's go ahead and GO. Alright. Time to find out. Yeah, that worked. Whoa, okay. Trying to spin the camera around is maybe a little less than... Okay, yeah, that's... So, that's not working stupendously. Yeah, and because we can't collapse them onto just 1 or 2 tiles, it's a little hard to push them back. It's starting to look like maybe I might have preferred just keeping the blade staff. I'm sorry. Yeah, and if that just... Yeah, that did. Resurrection minus Earth points. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and restart. So, instead...
It's a short walk for the Orcs
go with
the gate to the rift.
that.
Those acid pits will come in handy.
And then, yeah, it does occur to me, do I want to try having that set up? How many of these could I afford right off the bat?
So cool.
Could afford 1 of each. And yeah, they do appear to trigger right off out here. So, is this gonna help me with the groups as much as lining the floor with the slow and... maybe. We'll see. We'll give it a try. Yeah, them all running for the sides like that also doesn't help me as much. Yeah, the problem with the bow, and the reason I'm switching to melee right here, is that with them spreading out and only reconvening right here at the gate, well, goodness gracious, is that I am having trouble.
Looking good.
Goodness, we didn't even have enough for all of them. Alright, well,
This'll
spike there then. And that didn't even heal me. Goodness gracious. This is rough. And now we've got archers. Of course, they have archers to deal with as well. Yeah, I'm really starting to think that the right answer was not restart. I will try to somewhat limit the restarts on later levels, but
Short walk for the
right
Orcs
now,
from the gate to the rift. But those acid pits will come in handy.
yeah, the issue is while I could use these vampiric gauntlets to trade or to drain their health, I can't not bring that, so if I bring those two, then yeah, just going with our regular trap setup probably is for the best then. Alright, so
Orc, the other,
in this case,
white meat.
we'll repeat that pattern. Try to shoot them as they come down the line. Switch to blade, staff, and then if I need to, back off and drain health.
Voices are hurting me. Keep moving. Why me?
Watch my health. Right, so I did not quite realize just how much and fast that drains your mana. Holding it is probably not a particularly wise use of my resources. Let's invest in some wall traps. Alright, they're on their way, but let me... Okay, good, so standing next to the rift does still heal you. So at least there's that, given in between rounds you don't auto-heal. For the most part, the difficulty on this level of difficulty should primarily come from figuring out a good setup for the early rounds, because that's when we have the fewest traps already in place, the least amount of cash already spent or accrued. So, excuse me, sir. Off a bit. Spike, spike, spike. And the problem is trying to build even further. Ugh. I suppose I could put tar out there, but not to what end, really. We'll go ahead and switch this up from this point forward, I think. Just gonna refill on health right quick. Alright, well, yeah. Shame, but I am just gonna have to let that one pass. We have reset way too many times already. Let's see, and then for 2.
Fast now! What's for the
Clean up on aisle 3.
Pardon me if the commentary gets a little slower. Focusing is not my strong suit while doing running commentary. Ow! Oh, see, as you just saw there, I lost track of the fact that that guy was still alive and very much kicking.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Ugh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Clean up on aisle 3.
So for future purposes, we'll probably need to come up with a cutoff point beyond which I just will not do any resetting. Goodness, this is only 5 or 6. Put more there. No, I think could put more there, but best is probably to put 2 catch traps back here.
That's gonna
Really
leave
wish I
a
already had barricades. Okay.
Ow.
You stepped on my foot!
Alright, I can afford to run back for some healing right quick. Yeah. Well, I would have liked to have put that on both sides, but oh well. How can I be standing that close and missing all the headshots?
Keep moving. I go last. Why me? Stop pushing.
Top of everything else, why didn't the archers have to have so much help?
Good times. Good times.
Okay. Alright, so we didn't quite fully defend the rift. Got 1 let through, so that's still the majority of the score, so we're gonna have to go ahead and call that good. Let's see. Now we have 11 skulls, though. Yeah, those gaining a short snare would be decent. Triggering from further out is, at the moment anyway, kind of unnecessary. As you've seen, most of our corridors where we set up these denser trap areas aren't wide enough to really mandate that yet. So, with really all that we can afford to spend it on right now being that, what would this give? Oh, it just contains more mana. Yeah, we'll just give those a short snare, which would combo decently with our tar traps. Alright, well, that's going to have to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.